community moment. If you're new to Oasis, I'll tell you what a community moment is. What we like about Oasis is that we want to bring as many voices to the front as possible. And so we do that by inviting one of you, one of our community, to come do a short thought for the day. Something you want to share that's just an idea that you've had, something that you're really passionate about. We've even done funny ones like how to dance, so the options are endless. If you're interested in ever doing a community moment, please let me know. My email is in the program. We'd love to invite you to participate in this as well. Today we have a veteran community moment speaker, Jess Sanchez. And as usual, I'd like to share a little bit about the people that are speaking to you. She is an RN specializing in geriatrics. 3 words to describe her, she said, would be curious, patient, and quirky. If she had a warning label, it would be long fuse, big bang. Let's welcome Jess Sanchez.
Sorry, I am a nurse and not into technology that much. This will be short and sweet. And I'm very nervous because, wow, there's a lot of you. Today I want to talk about colorblindness as it relates to racism. For the purpose of this community moment, the racism I'm addressing is institutionalized racism, not the personal hate of one person for another of a different color. Now this is opinion, so in my opinion there are 2 ways we can be colorblind. One is good and one is not so good. I've often heard white people say, I don't see color. I've said it myself. The problem is, often this means not only do we not judge based on color, but we also do not listen to the voices of those affected by racism that is deeply ingrained in our society through a multitude of systems, both social and legal. The good colorblindness is the kind I still have. When I meet a person, their color doesn't matter to me in my evaluation of them. I do not treat one person any differently than another based on the amount of melanin in their skin. It's okay to be colorblind in this way, even preferable. However, you don't want to be colorblind, so colorblind that you dismiss or minimize the fact that those affected by racism have very different experiences because of it. If a person affected by racism tries to tell you about their experience, listen. Don't say, I don't see color, because it sounds like, I don't believe you, or I don't care. I'm white, I have privilege because of that. As much as I hate it and want to change it, I have to admit it and accept it, or I become part of the issue. Part of my learning has come from listening to the people around me. My husband, who has experienced things like being followed in stores, my coworkers, who tell me about how they have to dress up and be made up just to get some relief of constantly being under surveillance while shopping, while I can go in sweats and a t-shirt without giving it a second thought. Another thing I often hear people say is, race is just a social construct. There is no scientific or biological basis for it. I agree, it's a fact. The fact that race is a social construct with no basis in reality doesn't make the fact of racism go away. Again, pointing this out when people are telling you of their experiences sounds dismissive. Essentially what I'm saying is, saying I don't see color or race is a social construct are perfectly valid things to say when the context is right, but when you say them in the wrong context, it becomes minimizing. This is only my opinion, of course. I particularly struggled with the color blindness. I will always be colorblind to the individual, but I will always strive not to be colorblind to the effects of racism. Thank you.